YouTubers, how you doing? Don Coley with Advanced Designs. Glad to see you back. Got a few things I want to go over with you today. This is Friday actually, and I wanted to do this earlier in the week, but I've been busy. So I had something I wanted to show you about TV frames for the 4-season dash. Currently what I've been using are ones like these that accommodate an LCD screen. And usually I would just simply Velcro the back side in case you need to remove it, things like that. Makes the dash look a lot nicer. I was never 100% happy with it. Eventually I ran across a molded from original TV frame, which is something like this. And you can't use an LCD screen with this frame. It just won't work. But it did give me a good visual aid to go by making another frame that will fit an LCD screen, and that's this frame. I don't know if you can see that too well, if I get out of the way. Now the way it works, the LCD monitor just goes right in the back side of it. So what you'll do is you'll simply stick it on the monitor. It stays held in with a little bit of adhesive, and then this whole piece mounts up inside the back of the dash. And I'm going to show you what that kind of looks like in the next episode probably. Another thing I wanted to talk about today were steering wheels. Now the thing about steering wheels, a lot of times in the past everybody wants to know why I think my wheel is better than other people's. And quite frankly, I put a lot of study into steering wheels. And what I've done in the past, that I've seen steering wheels made out of fiberglass that are hollow with just a round hub. I've seen which is horribly unsafe, by the way. I've seen steering wheels that are filled with steel reinforcements that are filled with solid resin and fiberglass, which makes a very heavy, bulky steering wheel and very dangerous steering wheel. I've tried using a 2-part urethane resin like other competitors in the past have used. I've not personally had a lot of luck with those, as they tend to expand and crack open after a period of time. So about 10 years ago, I decided to try something different. And what I came up with is to make the inner core of the steering wheel a structure out of aircraft grade aluminum. And using a urethane coating, much like a gel coat would be to fiberglass, this urethane coating would be a coating that protects the inner portion of the wheel, which is solid, but is actually made out of a 2-part urethane foam, which is a very hard foam that I use. So what I end up with is a steering wheel that actually floats in water. Very light, very strong. And I'm not going to say I've had this thing crash tested or anything, because I haven't, but I have to just use my common sense and to imagine if you were in a high impact car crash and your chest went into this wheel, I kind of have a feeling mine would break off at the handles and kind of bend and fold back, because a solid fiberglass wheel with a steel reinforcement surely isn't going to do that. It will go through you. And here's what the inner structure of my wheel looks like. You can see it's real simple and it's real light. Now to show you the wheel floating, we have to go to another room. So in case you turbo boost and land in water, I guess this would come in as a flotation device as well. But there you go. You just can't keep a good wheel down. So back to what else we were talking about. So there you have it. The floating steering wheel. Still dripping wet. So the other thing I want to show you what I got done here this week is the 4-season dash itself, which I will put this frame in within the next day or so, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's assembled. But right now, why don't I take you a look around the shop a little bit. And I got to tell you, in case you guys don't know, This is completely unscripted videos here, so if I kind of bounce here and there from different things, I apologize for that. But I really just kind of want you guys to see what I actually do, and it gives everybody a better understanding of what goes into making what I make. And I like to see get you to see the environment that I'm in, that I work out of, and maybe you'll enjoy it, maybe you won't care, I don't know. But anyway, let's take it for a short little trip around the shop. Starting here with the fiberglass room, this is where all the nitty gritty dirty work comes from. Right here, what you're looking at is my Four Seasons style bumper that I just finished this week. I got it up in primer now, and I spray these things down with a real heavy layer of primer. It's a high build primer, so it takes out any fine imperfections that you might have left over, a little scratch here or there or whatnot, and then I wet sand it with 400, and then it's off to you guys. Incidentally, this is the version, my Four Season version bumper is the one that I designed and created myself. I have recently, since then, have a molded from an original bumper. So I have both versions available now. This room here has all the chemicals. This is where everything stinky and smelly and sticky happens at. And just a quick little, here you go, kind of see different whatevers I got. I'm getting ready to do a 2TV dash next, so I've got my mold out ready for that. I've got to clean it yet. This shelf over here just has various molds for the steering wheel, hubcaps, consoles, switch pods, whatnot. And a little toolbox for my tools. And here is a Four Season dash I just got in paint last week. And right here is the opening I'm talking about. So when the monitor is inside the frame, everything's just going to slide up from back behind it. And in case you're wondering why my door over here looks like a viewing screen, well, it's because it is. Over here, I have a projector mounted to the ceiling. And going through the computer, I can shine the projector right on that door, which looks like a screen. On a side note, interestingly enough, the 95 Trans Am that I have is converted. There's a few things left to do to it, but I do have a computer system and everything in it. And I actually talked to my car through Skype on this screen. I could see inside my car as it was talking back and forth to me through Skype. It was pretty cool. Anybody that was ever over here before in the past, they know what that is right there. That's my whiteboard where visitors to my shop always are asked to sign and date. I just like it. I think it's cool. And a couple fenders, various bumpers from different manufacturers. I forget where this car one is from on the bottom. The two on top were Mark Scrivani bumpers. Incidentally, if anybody's in need of a used bumper, they want a cheap bumper, fast, ready to ship out, make me an offer. I need these things gone off my wall so I can put my bumpers on it. That's my 1TV dash mold. That's the Four Season Master that I built originally, that I cast off of. I've kept that all these years. And this is actually a molded from original bumper that I acquired from another source, and it's absolutely garbage. And then there's my bumper mold. Now we have a car in here at this very moment, which I'm sure one of my viewers is going to be glad to see because it's been a while, all the way from Washington State. This car is here for a fit of my 2TV dash and components. Initially installed by a third party, unfortunately it wasn't done correctly and different things didn't work, and after months and months of frustrations from my client, he opted to send his car to me to have me make any necessary repairs and reinstall all the components. We're almost done with this. He's done a super good job on his car. I really like the way the paint came out on it. He's a really good guy. I like him a lot, and he's just awesome. Over here, if you're wondering what this is about, well, there's actually another workbench behind there, and the 2TV dash that goes into this car is actually sitting on that workbench. But I have a sick kitty who likes to jump up all the way up here and all the way around, and she's 14 years old, and I'm scared she's going to fall on her head and crack her coconut open. So I had to board that off. And over here is behind the scenes. This is where I shoot from, actually. This is it right here. It's no big deal. When I'm not shooting, making films like this, I just pull this drape over there like that. I'll just pull that drape over, and I have another workbench back behind there. And then over in here, when we go through this door, a little tool station there. But this door here is where all the electronic magic happens. This is the electronics room. And this is also where I'll take and put some products when they're finished. I'll store them up on the shelf here. Keeps them out of the dusty environments, keeps them safe over here, keeps them clean. Various components. I have electronic boards here for 4-season dash. Various components to the 4-season lower console. Up here I have a couple of finished steering wheels and consoles. Over here, 5-inch black and white monitors that I've never used, but I'm considering doing limited edition runs of 2 TV dashes with those in there. If anybody's interested in that, let me know in the comments section down below, and I'll consider seriously doing that. I think the 2 TV CRT screens, I think they just make the dash look exactly like I remember as a kid. There's no doubt that LCDs put a much nicer, view and image up, but it doesn't give you the look of the dash, and I really like that. And of course up here is a banner I've had for years. I've had a lot of people sign this, including Gwen Larson, who's now dead, unfortunately. Stu Phillips, Don Peake, Mike Chaffee, and there's another one, Ron Martinez. I'll never forget the times that I spent with them guys. They were awesome. Over here is this is a backup CNC machine in case my big one out there fails. I can do one-offs on this fairly quickly. My main workstation where I work at is right there. Right here's some electronics for a 4-season dash. I ran out of green masking, so I simply used clear on the other side. And over here's the office. I'll give you a quick glimpse, but I'm not going to go too far because my office is a wreck, to be honest. This is my Knight Rider wall. Over here, yep, that's the Hoff's jacket. The one that is in the Knight Rider companion book, and the one that is, well, I thought I heard somebody mention it someplace else, but maybe not. That's autographed by him, supposedly. This is actually a comm watch that I made. And those are pictures I've had since I was a kid. The kit and then promo picture sent by Universal. And it's just various other articles and whatnot where parts or myself was featured in. Oh, the infamous Pontiac Magazine article. That was quite the thing back in the day there. So, with all that being said and done, and here's the tub where we did the bouncing floaty steering wheel. Right there. So guys, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the brief little tour. If I didn't mention this earlier, because I'm like short-term memory loss here, both the bumper that you saw in this video and the steering wheel are available for sale. So if you're in the market for a steering wheel or a bumper, shoot me an email down below. I'll put a link in the description. If you like this video, give it a like. Give me a comment if you want to comment on the video. Of course, subscribe for more content, and we'll see you next time.